All right, this is an interesting story. A Muslim mosque in the UK just put on a fun run in a public park. And the interesting thing about this, and I'm using the term interesting loosely, is they did not allow any females over the age of 12 to participate in this family event. So I'm just going to show you this will just take a couple minutes here, not even just a few seconds. Watch the highlights of this.
An East London Mosque organised a fun run at Victoria Park, which excluded women. It was just for
Look how many
men
people
and
are
for
in this.
children under the age of 12.
So you've got men, children under the age of 12. You can see like grandparents' age, little boys, probably some, that looks like a female. She's, I guess, 11 or so. And they're hosting this in a public park in the UK. And the question of this video, and a lot of like the video that I'm showing here, and what a lot of people are asking is, should it be legal in a Western country? And this could come to Canada, the US, Australia, whatever. And my question is quite a bit different than should it be legal. I'm looking at it in a totally different way because I don't really care that much if it's technically legal or illegal. My interest is what kind of people think this is appropriate. Clearly, all of these families don't care enough to like boycott it. There's enough people there. And then you wonder, so in a Western country, are we allowed to talk about what kind of cultural values do we want to come in? Like this seems pretty prehistoric almost and barbaric to me. Like, yeah, it's a fun run. The girls don't participate. Somebody like, what's the big deal? They should, but who cares? I mean, they're probably not getting enough exercise as it is. You think, are these going to be UK or Canadian passport holders, voters? Like, what kind of a culture are we allowing to be? We don't want to give anyone a free pass. Like, could you imagine if a Christian group tried to do this and exclude gay people? Like, maybe some extreme one would, and then they'd be shouted down, called out, and it wouldn't happen, right? But this, I mean, they're saying no women, they're calling them women over the age of 12. They should be like what, at home or like dressed in a burqa, I guess. So you can't see anything but their eyes and cheering on their brothers. Like imagine the feeling of a 12-year-old girl. And we're allowed to say in the West, like, you know what, we hate this. We think it's disgusting. And you could say, well, then you're dog whistling is one of the famous terms to a group of like right-wing extremists to go attack them or increase the hate or whatever around them. I don't see it like that at all. I mean, that could be an unfortunate byproduct, I suppose, and that is something to think about. But at the same time, why give anyone a free pass when we wouldn't do it for ourselves? We can say, look, this is not normal in our opinion. We hate it. Whether or not it's illegal or not, it's disgusting. Let your girls participate. If you're really like going to try to raise a culture like this, do it somewhere else. This is not a Western thing. And then, if they want, they can say, hey, look, this is our point of view. It's different. Here's why. And at least go back and forth. At least have the fight, the battle of ideas. Don't feel ashamed to shout it down and say, look, or you don't have to shout at them, but say, this is gross. We hate this. And like really allow the battle of ideas to take place and don't feel sorry to just speak your mind. I'm sure you don't like it if you're anywhere near a 2025 person. So say it, share it, say your opinion, and listen. Let them. Maybe they have had some amazing idea to come back with it, but don't hide out. Because think about what it's doing to the whole culture, not just the girls themselves, but just like what are we doing, even considering that this is normal because it isn't. So I hope you share this, subscribe, like it. If you hate my view on this, respectfully comment. If you've noticed in the other videos, I comment back respectfully as well if someone leaves a good one, even if they disagree. So love to hear your thoughts and see you in the next one.